welcome to today's tutorial. Today we are going to discuss about the anatomy of CSS syntax. So when you talk about grammar in English, there are things that you should put in place, such as comma, full stop at the end of the sentence. So in CSS we have some rules that govern us when doing that. Now let's get to the practical. I want us start by going to the VS Code, going to the PyCharm, and this is what we are doing last time. We can Control C, and then we open this project inside the VS Code by typing code space dot and hit enter key. And yes, now this is a project that we want. Now I want us to do with the CSS syntax be just beyond or just below the home. Home, you go down and get into the footer. Let's not get into footer, but let's say let's comment here. And they say CSS syntax. CSS syntax. And CSS syntax. Then you comment by control / and I want us to have just common thing like heading 1. Let's call heading 1, and then let me say small h heading 1, hit tab to autocomplete. Now you can say, for example, heading 1 is I love true love of my life. That is just an example. You can write whatever you want, but now let's say paragraph. Let me hit tab and then say Kenya. Let me do another one, and I say another paragraph. Hit tab to autocomplete. and say Josephine and another name I love is Elizabeth. And also Python. Yes, now we can have that as well. We can have an image here. So to bring image, we remember we said is brought into the site by just img it tab, then the source of the image. It should be actually inside the static and images. When I say image, and have this government of Kenya. Yeah, so we can also use this test.png. Is this test dot png. So when you do like that, it is not come. Remember, we said that when you are drawing an image from locally from the statics, we have to learn static, and it is here. It should be loaded. It should be found at the top, like here. Now statics has been loaded, so we can use those things from static. And here we can say, let me cut this one and say static. Then I want go to static and bring me this image. Let me confirm. In static there is go home page, then static, so here you need to say home. Is it home page? No, home app. Then to get this image, it is hosted in the images. So images and forward slash like that. So static app images. This is where you get that. So Control S and come here and run the server by typing Python manage.py run server. And then check Okay. This blue, we did this one when we were testing the Dano CSS, so we can remove it so that we can come up with one color. So let's remove this color, which is very ugly, and we are removing it by just deleting this code, this line of code. Control S. Another thing is that images say to load because we included the home app. So let's Control S and refresh one more time. Yeah, that ugly color has gone. But still is that is still a problem. And oh, where is the problem? Let me check. Let me check something small here. All right. This is where we are going to. We have to use the giga, which is color bracket. I was forgetting this. And this should not be here. It should be actually from the end here. So use curly bracket and percentage like that, and here use percentage curly bracket like that. You can Control S, check whether now that image has come. Where is the problem again? Okay. Let's check. I think it's alright. Let me copy this and put it here. Let me remove this class. Oh yeah, you can see this is a comma. We should be inside this one, so this one should be right here. Sorry for that, that was my bad. So we can delete this one and control save and refresh our page. And yes, you can see now Ministry of Health, Republic of Kenya, image as displayed. This image is coming from the statics like this. This is how we fetch the image. Actually, we fetch the image from the static. Remember, we have to load the static so that this image can work. And to load the static, they should be on the uppermost the page like this. Now let's continue. Now, if you look at the CSS syntax, it will look like this. And the first one is selector. The selector, it is like who you want to select from the HTML code. For example, you want to select H1. Is it paragraph? Is it image? Is it what is that which you want to style from the set? That is selector. Which part of the HTML you want it to display the way you want. Now we have the property, or this is actually we used to call it attribute. This one within the curly brackets, or this attribute. So the first part, it is separated with the second part by colon. Sometimes they call it full colon, but it's colon. So what? Now what here? It is what? For example, H1. What is it you want to change? For example, H1 you can change its color. H1 you can change its font size. H1 you can change its background color. Then that is what. Then value. After value, it is where you put now the semicolon, which is equivalent to the full stop in the end. It should be put, or it should be found at the end of the line. This one very important. So value is how you want the H1 to be. If it is color, property is color here, then which color you want it to look like? How do you want this H1 color to look like? For example, I want H1 color to be red. That is an example. So actually this is the anatomy of CSS syntax. Now let's go back and finish up by doing something here. So yeah, I want us to change this H1. So we have H1, I want it to be red in color. So what we go to static and you go to styles. Actually this is external CSS. And what we do here, we target, or our selector will be H1. We select H1, then we say let me just say this one as it was, Let me just do this as it was. Okay, so that is h1. Then property, I want it to be color, h1 color, and never leave this colon. You can type it like that. Then never miss this also semicolon at the end of the value. Now value, we want the color to be red, and that's all. I was saying that sometimes you find people doing it like this, so that each line has got like this, that which is right, because you want to, for example, to see color, then font size, and give it 50 or 60 pixels, yeah, like that. And when you save, contrast, save changes, and come here and refresh, this color should show red. Why is not showing red? Okay. Let's say h1 background color. Sorry. Let's say background color. Okay. Control S, scan and refresh. There is still a problem. This is a problem whereby we need to do something called hard refresh, and the hard refresh, it is you shift and hold, and then you come here, refresh, and you see it has come. I love to love my life. So when you see the CSS is not displaying, you can do hard refresh or restart by shift and then reload by holding down the shift key and clicking on the refresh button. Let's continue, and what else we can do? Let's give this image background color. Let's give this image background color, and we are using the same method or the same principle. We want image, and it's our selector image, and then we want our property to be background color. The background color, let's give it red. And Control S and refresh and refresh. Oh, this one is already having its own background. Let's change this image. Let's change this image to come with another image. Or instead of changing the image, we can reduce its size. No need. Let's change the image, it's easier. Take another image, this one. Yeah, let's use this image. This image, it's inside here. Yeah, and this may not open. Let me open anyway. It is not going to open. Please, today is having problems here. And let me check another image. Let me see whether Google can work. This may not work also. Use this one. Yeah, so this one here. Let's let's use PNG image. Any PNG image. Let me check here. PNG image. See this one. These are not PNG image. And I use this one, Cyberlog. Yeah, this one can now show background. So is cyberlog.icon. Cyberlog.icon is what we are going to use now. So we go on. Go templates and on. And there we say .icon. And then the name of image was eCyber. That eCyber space log. Yes. Yeah, you can can see it's now red. So let's do this. Let's do style here. This is still a bad behavior, and but we're just doing it because we want to enlarge a bit this size of the image. So let's say width let's give it 70 pixels and refresh. Yeah, you see now the background of this has become red. So this is how we do the syntax of CSS. We target the selector, and this image for our case, the MGI is selector, and we are taking it from the external CSS, which is here CSS, and we are taking the name, which is selector image. Then we style it by the property, which is color or background color, and then we separate it from the value by colon, and we say the value which is the background color red, then we end the line by semicolon, the way we have done in the above. So that is the end of the day's lesson. Next time we meet, we shall discuss about the CSS selectors. Goodbye and meet you then.